one and only one. The one above all things, all names, all people, all universe. The one. Let's talk about that.
5 minutes with Frankie. 5 minutes with Frankie. 5 minutes with him to talk about the Lord. Yeah.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, but really it's my Friday because I won't be on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because I'm traveling to Delaware. So anyway, this is Tuesday, but really this is the end of the week for 5 minutes with Frankie. Unless I do something special on the train. Never know. So, in Zechariah, it starts off by cleaning Zechariah's clothes. Remember we talked about the washer machine yesterday. And he stands before God, and God gives him a message. So from Zechariah chapter 1 to chapter 13, and the first half of 14, it kind of looks like really depressing. Really Israel and all these countries, why are you doing the things you do? God told you not to do these things. God told you this is going to be the punishment. And then you did them anyway, and you got the punishment, and then you blamed God. Go figure. It hasn't stopped, has it? And what God says benefits not only ourselves, but it benefits our towns, our cities, our government, our world. If we just follow God, that is the answer. I don't understand why we have to suffer and have all this idiosyncrasies in this world when God has already told us what to do. And it actually works. Like if we actually had love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control, just think how society would work better. If we just had one of those, self-control, society would work better. But no, we think we're better. We think we know what to do. And so, here's Zechariah saying to Israel and all the other nations, God's coming to punish you, but the last part of Zechariah, he said, here's going to be hope. Here's going to be the hope of the nations. Here's going to be the hope of the world. Here's going to be the hope of people who come to faith in Jesus. So really, he's preaching Jesus right at the end of his prophecy. Look at this. Zechariah 14:9. And the Lord will be king over all the earth. In that day, the Lord will be the only one, and his name the only one. He is the only one. He's the only one that can clean our insides. He's the only one that can clean us from sin. He's the only one that we can follow to actually have a good and prosperous and wonderful life. He is the only one that can take our shame and our guilt and our sin and the second death, hell, away. He's the only one that has wisdom and power and glory and forever and ever. He will be there forever till the dawn of time, to the end of time. He is there. He was never created. He was always been there. Our minds can't conceive that. But Jesus is the only one. He has authority from God himself. He gives us the Holy Spirit, a deposit. And us putting our faith in him and following his commands, we have a wonderful life. Now, it's going to be filled with persecution and heartache and hardship and death and pain, yes. But it gives a different purpose to those things. It gives an outlook that you can't have anywhere else. There's nowhere else to find this except through Jesus Christ. And here's Zechariah he's preaching on something that he did not see himself. But he put God first, and he put God as being the one and only and the true way to life. It just blows my mind that people are not embracing this more. It's just, God has done everything for us. All we have to do is have faith in him and obey his commands. I love Jesus. And if you haven't noticed that by 5 minutes with Frankie, I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but I love Jesus. I love Jesus more than Katie. I love Jesus more than anything that I have. I love Jesus more than myself. And he is the way, the truth, and the life. And I'm sorry, I can't, I'll go on forever if I talk more about him. But here's Zechariah pointing to the one. He will be king over the earth. He will be the only name that we need. Hopefully, my encouragement for you today is, are you with Jesus? If you are, then preach him like there's no tomorrow. Because God's coming back. 100%. I believe that 99.99% of the Bible has been kept and promises. There's only one promise that hasn't been kept, and that's Jesus coming back, and he's coming back. I promise you. Be ready. Be prepared. I love you. Jesus loves you too. You have a great week. Pray for me on the train going in from and while I'm there. And hopefully we'll be back. And Sunday we'll have 9:30 as class 101, and then 11 o'clock is service. Have a great week.